cool project we're going to start to build. We're going to make Lainey a Sandbox with integrated foldable bench seats. And I have a cut list for you guys if you want to follow along and write down what you need for the cut list. I did go to S.E. Smith and get 2 8-foot lengths of 1x8. Then you're going to want to go ahead and get you some of these 3-inch strap hinges. You're going to need 8 of them. Because I work in a steel shop, I'm just going to go ahead and make the handles. So we're going to go ahead and cut these down to what we need. We're going to cut the 1x8s to 47.5, and I'm just going to cut them all. You guys can check in with me in a bit. Cut list real quick so you can screenshot that or go ahead and just write it down. That is your cut list for this Sandbox. Okay. Alright guys, we got all our boards cut. Now it's time to drill some pilot holes and screw in our base. Alright, real quick because my battery is running low. So what I'm doing here is making the bench seats. We're going to make sure that this is flush on the sides and flush on both sides. Which, cut these just a little too long, but I'm going to get the same distance on both sides. Okay, and then what I'm going to do for this second board, I have these 1/2-inch spacers. We're going to stick them in here, maybe. It'll give us a 1/2 inch perfectly. That way, down the line, everything matches up, and you don't have to measure it out. So that's what I'm going to do. So then I have a 1/2 inch on both sides for the gap. I'm going to do the same thing to the other side, and then we'll make the part that actually folds in and folds out and actually turns into the seat in the backrest. Alright guys, the seats are in. Now the next step is to make the part that actually folds in underneath and then comes back out and makes the headrest and the second part of the seat, the legs. So we're gonna get to it. I don't think we're gonna get to it tonight, but we will get to it. Okay guys, real quick, I lied, I wasn't done for the night. What I'm doing right now is making the rest. This is the bottom that's gonna actually fold in from the seat. I marked 1.5 inches down on each side. That's how far in I'm gonna have my legs, so it clears the side walls so it can fold in. I have my 1/2 inch spacers in here just to keep everything even. I'm going to drill some pilot holes and drill these in. So that way this stays flush on both sides down here. And then I'll just have to make the backs. After that, I can put it all together with hinges and the handles and have a complete sandbox. And I'm probably thinking I'm going to sand it and finish it afterwards. I'm going to make the handles out of this 1¼ inch flat bar here, like I showed you guys earlier. I decided we're going to go a ½ inch down and then 5/8 is dead center on the flat bar. 1¼ 5/8 dead center. So if you come over here, I'm going to take my stride, go a ½ inch. There, do the same to the other side. I'm gonna go 5/8. And the other side. And that's where my holes are going to go for the screws. I'm going to round these edges off on the grinder, kind of make a little more decorative look to it. I'll bend 1¼ inch and then offset 2 inches. It'll leave me with 4½ inches inside for my handles. Alright, now we got our holes marked out. We're just going to put a little punch in there to help guide the bit. I'm going to follow it up with a little thicker punch. You have your hole, your guide. We'll just put that right in the video. Safety first! For the purpose of the video. Not going with a very big bit, just because I don't want the head obviously to go through it. See how when it goes down, it guides right into that hole, that guide that I punched into it. And there's the holes. Like I said before, we got our holes where we're going to put our screws in for the handles. I'm just rounding off all these edges here, and then I'm going to go ahead and bend these into handles. So I'm going to do that to all 4 of my corners. So you can see I have a little burr here. Not a problem. Go ahead and take that right off. That way the kids don't cut themselves on no burrs. Alright, we got our 90 figured out. Now, after my first 90, I'm just going to flip it over. And by the way, all these instructions I'm giving now, obviously not everybody works at a steel room. I'm just showing you how I'm doing these handles. Don't have the means, just go out and buy some handles. I have the means, so I'm just going to make them. Something like that. All I gotta do is flip it back over. Hit her again. One more time. So that's actually came out just the way I want them. And we'll just screw them in. I'll paint them black and screw them in. Gives me plenty of room. I think they'll work just fine. Now we're gonna make the back that connects to the seat of the bench. And how we're gonna do that is we're actually gonna butt these up together so there's no gap, as opposed to the 1/2 inch gap that we have on all the others. Reason being is you just don't want kids to stick their fingers in between here and get hurt. So we're gonna take our remaining 2x4s that are 12.5 inches. We're gonna place them flat on the end, get it flush on both sides. And once they're flush, we'll drill some pilot holes and run screws through them. The easiest way to do that is we're gonna flip this up, flip that up, run a pilot hole here, screw, screw, same thing on the other side. We'll do the same thing for the board on top. Alright guys, so we now have both of our backs done, ready to get screwed on to the rest of the Sandbox. Alright guys, so for this next part, it's going to be a lot easier to have 2 people, one person holding the back up while the other person does the hinges. Unfortunately, Tiff's inside taking care of the real boss of the house, which will be the owner of the Sandbox, Lainey, our 10-month-old. So I'm going to attempt to do this by myself. I'm just going to go ahead and let the video run. This is where it'd be helpful to have 2 people. You're going to take the back, make sure you get this up. Put in your 1/2 inch spacers. Try not to knock them down. Easier said than done. We're going to set this right in here. And we want this to be flush, just like everything else, okay? I'm just going to go ask her. I shall return. So I asked Tiff for help. She said she'd come out in a minute, but I think I found a way to do it by myself, so we will see. I just put a couple clamps up here, and I think I just make this flush again. And to keep her happy. That's important too, you know? Sound like freaking Bob Ross over here. Then we'll test this side out, make sure it all works correctly.
What is he doing?
Well, hello. Hello.
What is he doing? Huh?
So I think I got this side, but maybe we could help with the other side.
Okay, well I got full belly.
To make it easier. Go a little quicker.
Ooh, look at that.
Look at that, baby.
Yay! go.
Yeah. He would.
Don't tempt me.
Okay, if you just want to put that on top of here,
How?
flip it, just like that, and set it in. Just like that. Yep. Perfect. And then, yeah, you can hold that. You sit right.
Yeah. You better watch her, Dad, so she doesn't face plant too.
You sit right here. You help Dada.
Yeah.
Okay. Or the hinges.
Hold it, Dad.
There's a one. I'm gonna really measure it. Doesn't really matter, honestly.
Yeah, but it looks nicer.
Okay. Happy life, happy life.
I'm not your wife.
Happy soon to be wife, happy life. I ain't your wife.
You holding it, girl? I'm not even helping. What do you want for supper?
Oh no. What do you want?
I'm gonna have chicken breast thawing, but
Would it be like pizza or something? What?
I said I have chicken breast thawing. Oh, I want to do pizza.
Well, then why would you ask me what I want for supper?
Good.
Oh.
What? Well, it's on there. What?
Yeah, just if you can keep it like that for a second so I can. Are you having fun? We're almost done with your sandbox.
Whoop whoop.
Almost.
You did it?
One more
Oh, you got a
screw,
different
baby.
piece. Got a bigger
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
piece. The other one. Oh, yeah, get that
Oh,
one.
thank you.
Got any more?
Okay, now all that's left is to put the handles on, stain it, sand it, and stain it.
Yay!
Yay! And then Lainey will have her sandbox. That's it. We're gonna put weed fabric in the bottom. I'll staple that on to the bottom side. We'll find a flat level surface out there. Set it in, fill it with sand. Obviously stain this, like I said. Sand this down and stain it. Are we gonna do our best option? That'll do.